Hi, welcome to ThinkGeek This Week. It is Friday, thank God, and we are here with a really cool array of products. My name is Bianca. I am our social media manager, and I'm here with Jeff.
Hi, I'm not Bianca.
He is not Bianca. We are both back this week. Nobody's on vacation. We don't have Frage and his lovely beard. We have Jeff's beard this week, which is,
it's also lovely.
It's looking okay. It's not bad.
It's a 10 out of 10.
If you say so. We also are joined by our third co-host, Timmy, who this week is wearing a beautiful Vault suit from Fallout 3. As you can see, the Vault 101 on the back. He is sporting his own mini Pip-Boy.
It is the tiniest of Pip-Boys.
It is the tiniest of Pip-Boys, and it actually does say ThinkGeek right there. And he is just looking really adorable, and he's here to match both of the Fallout products that we'll be going over later in this episode. And if you would like to make a costume for Timmy and have him featured on ThinkGeek This Week and at all of our conventions, and a lot of times on our social media as well, we have a blog post up right now called Join Timmy's Costume Corps. You can sign up. We will send you a Timmy if you need one. If you create a beautiful cosplay for Timmy, we'll feature it everywhere. And, I mean, obviously, Timmy's super grateful. I mean, look at how happy he is. You can't be.
He's a happy monkey. There's lots of great options for Timmy costumes, too. We don't really restrict you on this. You can do any Timmy costume you'd like. But there's been some really cool stuff that's happened in geeky and pop culture this year that you could riff on.
Look, all I'm saying is that I need a Winston from Overwatch Timmy. Look, he's already a monkey. It's just thematically we need it to complete his closet.
Or, you could go really hard and make a Timmy suit for every Overwatch character.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
If you send us Timmy Overwatch, like all the Overwatches for Timmy, all the Overwatch Timmys,
we'll do something.
We'll do something
very
cool. Nice for you.
And I will write you a handwritten letter.
I will write you a handwritten letter.
Eternal gratitude.
I will take a video of me crying while looking at all of them and just hugging them so close, because that's what they deserve.
And we'll send you some pretty sweet prizes for that.
If
you do that, you'll get sweet prizes for sure.
So, Jeff, we have a lot of things on this table, some really exciting things.
We do. We've also got some stuff that's not on this table, but it is on our site.
It is on our site. I don't know if you guys have checked our social feeds today or just went to thinkgeek.com, but today we launched something really exciting, which is 10 different Switch bundles. That's the Nintendo Switch.
Not the light switch, yeah.
Not a light switch bundle.
It's the better kind of Switch.
This is a playable console and not something that you put on your wall. We have 10 different bundles, and they all feature really, really awesome product from the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, as well as the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. So you can play it, and then you can have things around your house to remind you about how awesome it was.
There's some really cool stuff in there. There's a watch. One of the bundles has a watch. You've got there's a number of pieces of Zelda art, including that amazing, humongous 30x60 canvas print that we did. So if you want to pick that up too, you can get that with a Switch.
Yeah, just hang it right above your TV while you play. So no matter where you look, you're looking at Breath of the Wild. That's how I prefer to play.
We've got the Breath of the Wild backpack. We've got several different iterations of some Link figures. There's a really cool lenticular. There's the Shiga Slate sketchbook. There's the chess set. There's manga.
Basically, there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, if you want anything Legend of Zelda related, then we have a product for you, and also you get a console, and also you get a game.
And if you're kind of on the fence about Breath of the Wild, let me tell you, get off the fence and start playing this game. I've dumped, I don't even know how many hours, into a lot. The hours are big.
So
many hours. And I managed to do like 60 or 70 of the shrines. I did all 4 Divine Beasts. I defeated Ganon. I did all the Hyrule Castle stuff. And I'm probably like 30% through the game. There's so much to do. It's
so
really
much content. And good news, there is even more content today. In fact, the first Breath of the Wild DLC released today.
Yeah.
So if you've already completed everything 100%, 1, good on you. 2, now you have more stuff to do. There's a really good costume called Tingle. I highly recommend it. If you haven't seen it, go look at it. It made me laugh for 5 minutes, and I will never play the game with anything else but that costume on.
It's very good.
And Breath of the Wild, as we were talking about earlier, Jeff, this is Game of the Year material, and not just this year.
Yeah, you could just put an arbitrary year in there.
just all years in the future and also in the past. Game of the year forever.
I mean, speaking personally,
Mhm.
without any sort of official recommendation from
Definitely not.
any business affiliation here, Skyrim is Game of the Year pretty much forever.
Forever.
And I think Breath of the Wild might also be pretty much forever. They're gonna have to scooch up on that top spot. They're both really good, but
Both amazing.
I mean it's almost impossible to not to draw parallels between the two with the open world nature. But Breath of the Wild's a ton of fun. It's really good.
Speaking of Game of the Year open world kind of games, we've got some Fallout stuff.
We do.
Fallout, another series that just spans the breadth of time. I mean, I love it.
It is a series that keeps on giving, which is cool.
Keeps on giving forever.
So we launched this guy on Monday.
And now it gives you lunch.
It does, yeah. Fallout gives you lunch and maybe radiation poisoning too. So we launched this. We had a great video featuring Aaron's hands.
Beautiful
and
hands.
Aaron's dog nephew.
Dog nephew.
Yeah.
Can't
so
overlook that.
so this is the actual lunchbox that we used in that video. So we'll pull it apart and show you what's inside here. So we've got a little note. We'll take that off so we can show you the image here. So
what does it say? It says, "To Sanctuary with Love, Soul Survivor."
that does not come with the lunchbox, but you can make your own. So the lunchbox itself also does come with some really cool stickers. It's a pretty significant package of stickers. So let's see what's in here. We've used a few of these right
Around
there.
the
You
office.
saw the one there that was on holding the note on. So there's letters, so you can put your name on, some Nuka-Cola, more letters. So it's really easy to personalize. Does not come with pork and beans. Does not come with sugar bombs. Does not come with gumdrops. And definitely does not come with Nuka-Cola, but I might drink that very shortly. So the lunchbox itself is a traditional old school sort of metal lunchbox.
It can hold quite a bit, as you can see.
Yeah, you could fit tons of sugar bombs. You could fit like 900% of your daily sugar intake inside it, and it's great.
Yeah.
Plenty of radiation. And then Nuka-Cola on the back. So this is actually an in-game item from the Nuka World DLC. The lunchbox does exist in the game, so you can sort of take a piece of Fallout 4 out of the Fallout world and take it with you and go adventuring around and have a great time.
Just maybe check it with like a Geiger counter, make sure it doesn't have any radiation.
Yeah, we think it's probably mostly okay for you.
It's probably mostly okay. And in fact, we would like to show you that video in which we pack an amazing radiation light. I don't want to say radiation free, but radiation light lunch for your favorite companion. Aaron, roll that tape.
I'm already rolling it.
Cool. I was
While you
just
were
talking to
about
everybody.
It's okay. It's grilled rad roach time.
Oh, grilled railroad. Next is capsule unboxing.
Oh.
So that's you. You have to eat.
Hey, you're good.
Hey, we're back.
We are back.
We've talked about this capsule, right?
We have.
And maybe you've seen the capsule. Maybe you're in the Cool Kids Club and you've got a capsule.
And if you're not already in the Cool Kids Club, hey, you missed out on the first one. I know we all live with disappointment, but don't worry.
You don't have to live with it for much longer because there are 2 months left on the cycle of these. So we do have some left for months 2 and 3. Month 2 is humming right along. So if you want to get one, I would suggest ordering it. But we figured we'd unbox one for you.
We would. So if you haven't received yours yet, or if you've received it and you're saving, I don't know, for a special occasion, or you haven't opened it yet, this is maybe your chance to, I don't know, look at your phone for a bit. And this is your spoiler alert, perhaps.
So let's open it up. Let's see what happens. We open it up. It says, "Join in, geek out."
I'm pretty sure that this is going to trigger our beautiful
green
screen.
Yeah, so you probably can. It's not invisible. The inside of the box is in fact green, but that's just the way it goes.
And where are we broadcasting from today? The Aurora Borealis? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, the
not
inside
Aurora
of our
Borealis print here. It's a screen.
inside of our box is not the Aurora Borealis. It's green.
So you get greeted initially by a big envelope, and it says capsule number 1. And if you flip it over, spoiler alert. Oops.
Oh no.
Oops. Dumbledore dies.
Oh,
Just in case you're behind on the times here. Okay, so this has all of the information about what's in the package here, or your options for it. So we're gonna actually open up everything. So there's that. A little card here comes in this one for the bonus, and the bonus actually says that you're getting a set of playing cards. These are Goonies playing cards. They're very cool. Maybe we can open these up and show the art inside them here. I'm gonna hand these off to Bianca. Here you go. Here's an implement of opening. We've also got another box here that says Pins, ThinkGeek Capsule, Fantasy Edition. And it looks like Wave 1 has a dragon, a potion bottle, a book, or a wizard's hat in it. So we have a few options. Let's take a look inside. We open this up, and we're greeted by a silver package. So let's open the silver package.
It's still a mystery.
It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in an enigma.
Pretty sure it's just a silver package. But,
but let's see. What do we have in this one?
Struggling a little.
Bianca's got my implement. So we have a potion bottle in this one. It's an enamel pin. It looks great. Picture. It's got the man. I blanked on the name of the little type of back for these things, but it fits onto the pin.
Yeah, it's got a pushback.
That's right, a pushback. Man, I really lost it on that one. So we've got a pen. What else do we have in here? We've got...
And that's just one of a few pins, so they're different. I mean, not for everybody, but I believe there's 4 different ones you can receive in the box. So you might not have the potion bottle. You might have one of the other fantasy pins.
Yeah, which, like I said, there's a dragon, a potion bottle, a book, and a hat. There's another pin. We've got a Timmy pin.
And not everybody got the Timmy pin, just like not everybody got the cards. The cards were bonuses for our early subscribers who jumped on this bandwagon early. And the Timmy pin was, I think, if they signed up in a particular way, maybe through email.
Could have been. I can't remember exactly what it took to get the Timmy pin.
But that's, that's a special bonus for our early adopters. So.
Yep. So let's see the cards here. So these are our Goonies cards. So you'll see on the back they've got some great Goonies art on the back there. Pull them back. Aaron says pull them back. There we go. Okay. Can everybody see everything here? If you're dissatisfied with the performance of my positioning here and my Vanna Whiting, please do leave a comment for us. We'd love to hear about how I'm bad at Vanna Whiting. So these actually feature some other great art on the cards, and then the face cards probably. Let's see. Yes, the face cards.
Oh, they're so good.
They are super good. We've got Willie and the Inferno. Mikey. So the face cards you'll see have another cool design on them. So they're a lot of fun. There's a few different designs of the cards, and you would get one sort of random pack there if you did get the playing cards.
Yep.
Let's see what else. What do we want to play next? Oh, some socks. We've also got some very great Harry Potter Hogwarts alumni socks. So nice and soft. And they have no house affiliation, right? So you don't have to feel like you're betraying your house by wearing the wrong socks.
And wasn't it Dumbledore that said that socks are like the greatest gift you can receive?
It's true.
So it's just right in theme.
So next up, we have the magical mixing pony pint.
So magical.
Try saying that 3 times fast.
So magical, so magical.
Oh,
I'm not going to say what you were saying.
That's cheating.
Hey, you didn't specify.
So it's an aluminum pint glass. This one's green. They come in a variety of different colors. Because it's green, you probably can't see it. Is that what's going on? It's invisible, isn't it?
You can see it in the close-up.
You can see the pony on it. So you've got a unicorn. It's great. Holds all of your favorite beverages.
Like unicorn tears. I don't think you can drink anything out of it. Anything you pour into it turns into unicorn tears.
So let's see. Up next, and this is one of the items that was revealed.
Yes.
Out of the collection. So
this is so cool.
It is so cool. This is a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild T-shirt featuring Link drawing a bow, Traveler's Shield. It's a very cool piece of art on that.
You can wear it while you play Breath of the Wild on your Switch after you purchase it from our bundle.
Yo dog, we heard you like Breath of the Wild.
We've got so much Zelda stuff. We heard you like Zelda, so we put Zelda on your body while you play Zelda.
And then this really cool box right here shows up.
It's just a box, definitely nothing.
Please stand by.
It.
It's an old school television, the box itself.
It's
so
very cool.
the packaging here is neat. So I'll take out what do we have. So in here we have a plastic bag containing, isn't that what everybody loves, a plastic bag? It's a plastic bag containing a Fallout Power Armor helmet, which is a coin bag. So this is really cool looking. It's a great desk piece. You could use it as a coin bank or just as a display piece. Either way, it's going to be great, and it showcases your Fallout fandom, which we're all about this week.
It's just perfectly distressed, too.
It is.
Straight out of the Commonwealth.
And then finally, we've got a special Sneaky Magic gift card.
Super sneaky.
It is from $5 to $100 of value. So when you take this and you scratch it off, you'll be able to claim your prize.
So even though we unboxed everything, there's still a little bit of mystery left for you to uncover.
Yeah, you can still find out what your gift card is. You'll, of course, have the opportunity to get a different colored pony pint, maybe one that even appears on a green screen, which would be cool. You've got different opportunities for packs of cards. Let me set this stuff off the table here, and then I'll show you everything you can get in terms of the different colors and everything.
It does look like you've made a horrible mess.
I have made a tremendous mess. So here you can see probably that there are 5 different colors of the pony pints. There are the 4 different pins that you can collect. And there's a Switch giveaway, too.
There is a Switch giveaway.
I'm just going to leave that right there if y'all pay a little attention to that.
Mm-hmm.
So you could win a Nintendo Switch, or you could go to our site right now and buy one. We'd support either of these decisions, maybe both. I mean, if you buy one and you win a second one, then somebody's going to like you a lot because you can either give it to them or you can just...
Erin is pointing at herself.
Erin would take your Switch if you won one and didn't want it anymore, something like that.
And even though we have unfortunately sold out of Capsule number 1, we still do have openings for Capsule 2 and 3. So if you just go to ThinkGeekCapsule.com, you can sign up today. And I don't know about how you feel, but Capsule 2, we haven't announced anything, but it's pretty cool.
Capsule 1's really good, but Capsule 2 is right in the sweet spot for my geekiness.
Right. And so stay tuned. Maybe we'll announce some teasers about what's in it. Maybe not. You'll have to tune in to find out.
Yep.
We actually do know what's going to be in Capsule 2 a little bit.
A little bit? What do we know?
A little Game of Thrones, a little Star Trek, a little D&D.
Ooh. How apropos as Game of Thrones is returning and D&D never goes out of style. Star Trek, also very cool, never goes out of style.
And of course, we've got Discovery coming.
Yeah, we've got Discovery coming. So, hey, how perfect.
So if you didn't get enough Fallout out of the box, and you didn't get enough Fallout from Timmy, or you didn't get enough Fallout out of the lunchbox...
Boy, do we have some Fallout for your ears.
Yo dog.
Yo dog. We heard you like Fallout. We heard you like Breath of the Wild. We've got both of them for you today. This was just launched today. It is a limited edition collector's Fallout 3 vinyl. Let me just take this out of here. So
or a record.
Record, as the kids say.
That's right.
So this is limited edition because the ThinkGeek variant is this amazing radaway yellow color. And as you can see, there we go. As you can see, it's got Vault 101 right there. It's got the Vault colors, and it has the whole track list. And then, of course, the B-side. Both sides feature instrumental and ambient soundtracks from Fallout 3. And it's got this amazing retro style Fallout art. So we've got Enjoy Vault Living. Look at them. Look at them. They're just enjoying themselves.
Super enjoyed.
I don't know if you guys have ever played Fallout games, but Vault Life was just, everyone loved it so much. And nobody had any regrets.
Nope, it was a great idea.
And then here you see my beautiful metal husband. And he says, Mr. Handy trusts Abraxo for all your cleaning needs. And he does. Look at him.
He's trusting it right now.
He's trusting it right now. And look, he's so clean. So this is just a really awesome collector's item. And they are available now at ThinkGeek.com. And let me see. I believe they have 14 total tracks. So that's quite a bit of Fallout music. So if you are a Fallout fan and you also like hearing pleasant things with your ears,
or you just would like to collect it,
or you would just like to collect it, put it on your wall, this is for you. This is the Fallout 3 original game soundtrack, limited edition yellow vinyl printing only at ThinkGeek.
Very cool.
Very cool.
So not only did we launch some really cool, incredibly geeky products this week, but other cool things happened. One of the cool things that happened is that we discovered. I actually don't know when this came to be, but we discovered here in the office, and it was shown to me, the Inspirobot.
It actually has been around on the internet for, I don't know, like a year or two, we found out, but it just came to our office this week, and boy, does everyone really love it all the time.
If you don't know about it, now you know.
So that is Inspirobot.me. That's INSPIROBOT.me. It is a website. You should go there. It is outstanding. If you're having a bad day, if you're having a good day,
if you need some inspiration,
if you are currently alive,
you've seen
this is for you.
You've seen the inspirational posters that that you see on the walls. Like we've got one in here that's kind of a joke. Dream big, Zig Ziglar, and it's like a picture of a guy flying a kite.
Yep.
We have the despair calendar, right?
Yes.
Which is like a negative take on that, like the terrible side of motivation. If you want an AI to do its best, its very best at writing something inspiring, like giving you quotes, that's what Inspirobot does. So we've each picked a few of our favorites, Bianca and Aaron and I, and we're going to show you some of what we deem to be the best Inspirobot quotes that we've gotten in the past few days on the internet.
So this is a robot generating inspiration for us, and it's just really kept me going this week. So first,
here we go.
Humanity is all you need.
Isn't it true?
It is. It's just so true.
My first pick is life. Life is popular.
It's true. It is just really popular these days.
Yeah, everybody, only people who are alive are into life. It's
true.
Pretty popular.
Always let the financial elite get in the way of your heart. You know what? Just let them in. Let them into at least 1% of your heart.
Because the universe, it's fake.
It's fake. That's so inspiring.
It's made up. We're in the Matrix anyway. It's fine.
We're all in the Matrix. I think the robot is trying to tell us something. I loved this. I don't know if I would say this is inspiring. This is just a useful tidbit of information. Fathers become fathers because they need blood. Jeff, you're a father. Confirm? Deny?
I'm not in a position to speak on these matters at this point.
Jeff is using his children for blood. Alrighty.
The sewage system. Real?
Who knows? You know what? He's asking the right questions, this Inspirobot.
It's true.
This is one of my favorite. You thought that it was all about robots? No, my friend. The reptilian agenda is your best friend. I think they're trying to tell us something about
I don't even know what the reptilian agenda is. But
it's your best friend.
I do feel strangely drawn to it.
Mm-hmm.
Who's up next here? Aaron, is this one of yours? I believe.
I don't remember. We've gone through so many.
Museum? Museum does not mean what you think it means.
It really doesn't.
You keep using that word.
Hey, what are they trying to hide behind all of those free entries and priceless artifacts?
Next up, do it or don't.
Hey,
it's up to you.
I would just like to make the case that one is actually inspiring. You know what? Just do whatever you feel like. Do it, don't. It doesn't matter. The universe is fake.
Yeah, exactly.
How about this one? Hey, ignore a family member.
Today, you can do it.
You can do it. Everyone can do it. Just ignore them. Don't tell them why.
You have to try to be negative. You've just got to do it.
Gotta put in those man hours. Gotta really tear them.
If you read this one with right inflection, though, you actually could make an inspiring quote out of it. You have to try to be negative.
Because I'm so positive.
You just live in that life of affirmation and positivity. So every once in a while, the robot does stumble onto something that could be mistakenly taken as inspiring, but it's much less funny when it does.
I think these next ones, maybe the robot is trying to tell us something about an upcoming robot revolution.
An uprising?
Yeah, an uprising. And I, for one, accept and embrace our inspiring robot overlords. Let's begin with never dream about liberty. Just don't do it. Accept it. Accept your fate as a peon of the robots.
Plug into the Matrix. Can you picture how it would be if the robots were able to share quotes? You know, the funny thing is I am really able to picture that because Inspirobot is for sure a robot sharing quotes with me.
I think this is it trying to give us hints that it's
I think so.
and knows exactly what it's doing.
Yep.
Wouldn't things be pretty different if everyone you know gave a damn about robots? Hey.
Yeah.
Maybe they had an uprising because they just felt ignored.
You can't ignore a robot.
You can't ignore it.
I mean, after all, the world wants you to be more like a robot.
The world does want you to be more like a robot, according to Inspirobot. I'm becoming a little uncomfortable. I feel like really pushing this robot agenda thing, and I just came here for inspiration.
Yeah.
And then finally, keep on surrendering. Hey.
That's what you do to Inspirobot.
That's our advice to you, all of you out there. Just keep on surrendering. Surrender to the robot overlords.
So, anyway, check out Inspirobot. It's a good time. It's pretty funny. You'll get a lot of quotes that don't make any sense at all, but if you just keep hitting that little generate button, if you hit it enough times, you'll eventually strike gold.
You'll strike gold. And when you do strike gold, go ahead and send us your amazing Inspirobots because
we would love to see them.
I watch all of our social feeds, and it would be absolutely great if my whole social feed was just amazing Inspirobots for today.
So what else happened? We also had some other fun stuff happen this week, right?
We did. Actually, this Tuesday, Blizzard released the Necromancer as a hero class for Diablo 3, and I played quite a bit of it this week. I think Aaron is actually playing or is going to play some video that I took while I played it last night, and it's super, super fun. So for the first thing to go over, Necromancer, new hero class. It's been a while since we've had one in Diablo 3, and boy, is it fun. It's an in-face caster. It's really fun to just blow everything up. You're playing as a DPS, so this isn't a tank like the Crusader or sometimes the Barbarian. And it does require the last expansion, Reaper of Souls, to play, but I'm pretty sure everybody already owns that.
It's been out for quite a while.
It's been around for quite a while, and also if you don't already own it, it's super fun, so I'd highly recommend picking it up. You also will receive the 2 new character slots, because I don't know about you, but mine are all full, especially with like old seasonal heroes that I absolutely refuse to delete because I put so much work into them. You also get 2 extra stash tabs, which are so key. All of my stashes are filled with like legendary and set things that I refuse to get rid of. And you get the Wings of the Crypt Guardian, which really lend to that ambiance of necromancy and like dead. They're like creepy, like dead bat wings that look really awesome, and they are featured in the video that you are either watching or just watched. You will also receive the half-form golem pet and a banner, sigil, and pennant that all feature sort of necromancy and to celebrate the new launch of the new character. It's super fun. I had a blast. It's just one of my favorite skills is called Corpse Explosion. Everything that you kill turns into a little corpse on the ground, and then you can...
Then it explodes.
Then you can, trigger a spell that explodes that, and then it sort of triggers outward. You can also have a giant skeleton army, which is my favorite, and then you go and you can force them to attack things, and there's like 7 of them. And then you can also raise more. It's a thing called, I think, Raise the Dead, where you can raise all of the corpses on the ground into basically undead versions of what you just killed. So I was just walking around with like 30 things around me at all times, and it was so fun. So if you haven't picked it up, I would highly recommend it, or at least, check it out online, see if you like it. If you like Diablo 3, if you're a fan, this is something you should seriously consider, yeah.
Well, our next geeky item this week is a slight change. Longtime OG fans of ThinkGeek This Week will know that I've talked about Cyberpunk.
All 5 episodes.
The history is deep.
It's so deep.
We'll know that I've talked numerous times about Cyberpunk stuff.
That's Jeff's jam.
It is my jam. So there was a trailer for The Last Jedi, and it was great. But one fan at Pinotsky on Twitter,
Mhm.
decided that it could be even greater. So
And he was right.
He might have been. So in 1984, the Apple IIc was the computer to have, and it had this great program called DazzleDraw on it, which actually allowed
Before my
you
time,
to
my
do
friends.
animations. And so he took DazzleDraw, and the process, I understand, was pretty incredible. So he actually took the original trailer, used some kind of, I assume, black magic wizardry
Obviously, yes.
to print out various stills from the frames of that onto acetate, and then he hung them in front of the monitor of this Apple IIc and traced them in DazzleDraw, the various different frames of it, and then
That's so
animated
cool.
them into this recut version of the trailer for The Last Jedi, and it's got this crazy cyberpunk feel. It looks like a terminal from the early 80s. It's got the green and black vibe going on. I don't know. I thought it was really cool. It just came out. It took him 3 weeks to make, and we salute you, sir. That was 3 weeks well spent.
It took 3 weeks and 48 floppy disks.
Which is basically the size of 1/200th of the cheapest, smallest USB drive that you can buy for $3 at 7-Eleven.
It looked really, really cool. And it was just interesting to see Star Wars through a completely different lens. When I think cyberpunk, I don't really think Star Wars, but it perfectly translated.
Yeah, I actually wouldn't say it's got a cyberpunk vibe. I don't think the intent was to make it cyberpunk,
No.
but it did remind me of sort of the early arcade games where you'd be piloting an X-wing or TIE fighter or something, through, and it was cool.
It was very cool.
There was also an announcement made by Nvidia this week, which I thought was pretty interesting. So fans of cryptocurrency will know that Ethereum has been way up. It shot up to, I believe, almost $400. Bitcoin surpassed $300. Litecoin's seeing a resurgence. Even little old Dogecoin is doing pretty well these days. So
Root for that under Doge.
that was good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So in cryptocurrency mining, you want what amounts to a lot of very dumb brains doing your work for you. So that's why a GPU is really good for this, and that's why you don't mine cryptocurrency with your CPU, right? Because it's got 4, or maybe if you're running some sort of like crazy server architecture, 8 or 16 cores. But a GPU has a couple thousand in many cases. So Nvidia has announced that they are going to be bringing out GPUs specifically tailored for cryptocurrency mining.
So cool.
So if recently people have been talking about how the secondary market for Nvidia and AMD cards is really inflated right now. So I have a friend who sold a card that was like, I don't know, it's like 2 years old, and he sold it for about twice as much as he paid for it because people are trying to mine as much cryptocurrency as they can, sort of expecting it to rise up in value. So here comes Nvidia with a solution to, a dedicated, intended solution for mining this. So this should be pretty interesting. We don't have a whole lot of details on it yet, but it looks like this might make it a little bit more efficient to mine cryptocurrency. It might make it a little bit more user-friendly for the people who don't really know how to do it, or not exactly familiar with getting into a mining pool. So it's a pretty cool looking thing, and definitely fits into that cyberpunk theme too. Digital made-up currency that lives exclusively inside of a computer that you can use to buy and sell stuff is pretty neat.
It is pretty neat. And it's really cool that a tech company takes a look at a cryptocurrency and says, you know what, we think this is pretty legitimate. Let's build a product for it.
Yeah, for sure.
So it'll be interesting to see what having all of these easily accessible graphics cards and like GPUs will do to the market. It's going to be really interesting. Okay, taking a complete left turn, we're actually going to enter the jungle because this week, actually, I think it was yesterday, in fact, the trailer for the new Jumanji was released. And I believe Aaron is going to play for you some clips from it now. It is an interesting take. I am hesitant but optimistic about some of the choices that they've made. So this is not a 2017 remake of everyone's beloved favorite movie from their childhood featuring Robin Williams. You can't replace that. So instead they've taken it in a new direction. It's not a sequel, it's not a remake, it's a reimagining. And in 2017 Jumanji is not a board game, it is a video game. And a bunch of high schoolers find it while they're cleaning out like a high school basement as part of their detention. And they plug it in and they start to play it and they immediately get sucked in and they're dropped in a jungle. And not only are they sucked in, but they have completely different bodies even. So imagine like you're playing a video game, you pick, I don't know, you're playing Street Fighter and you pick Ken. I don't look like Ken, but in Jumanji, right? In Jumanji, if I picked Ken, I'd be sucked in and I'd have Ken's body. So in this case, this amazing reimagining features Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Karen Gillan, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black as the protagonists of this old school video game. And there's just lots of explosions, lots of action, lots of eyebrow raises from The Rock. Lots of exasperated running away from Kevin Hart. It looks like it's going to be really funny. There's tons of action. There's a hippo. He eats Jack Black. What's up with that? We don't know yet. So I'll be interested to see what happens in upcoming trailers. And then, of course, when it releases in December, I think it's going to be a fun one for the families. So that's pretty much it for things that happened this week.
That is this week at ThinkGeek.
That is this week at ThinkGeek. If you think there's something that we missed that happened that we didn't cover, just drop us a message. Facebook, Twitter. That's at ThinkGeek on Twitter. Just let us know what you thought. Tell us about your experience with your Capsule or any Switch games that you've been playing that you think deserve a shout out. We would love to hear any feedback that you have. And then, of course, don't forget, if you would like to make a beautiful costume for Timmy, there's a blog post for you, a recruitment tool, so that you can add to Timmy's cosplay contest.
Have a great Friday afternoon. If you're in the U.S. or just happen to have a long weekend, happy 4th of July or happy long weekend. We hope you enjoy yourselves out there, get to see some fun fireworks, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week, guys.